Hey, what's up, Internet? We are wrapping up the Interface Digital Health Summit, and I am here with Creative Director Sara Bailey. How's it going?
Hello, hi.
It's been a pretty good summit so far.
It has.
A lot
really
of
inspiring.
mind-bending concepts. And
Incredible.
yeah, there was the guy talking about using stem cells to 3D print organs, which got my attention.
Oh my God, and how like neurons are firing in our brain, and how like simple things like just adding exercise to your weekly regime can actually increase like your neurons by 3 times. I mean,
There was the neurologist who I heard talking in the hallway about, actually we don't have one brain, we have two. We happen to call it our left brain and our right brain, our creative and logical, but they're actually two brains meant to process things 2 different ways. They're just assembled in the same head. And he proceeded to move from science and tech and math into spirituality, emotion, and empathy, and really break these things down. And I mean, when you start hearing scientists talk about those uncharted territories, I perk up.
Yeah, and I mean, this is where I think art, science, technology, spirituality really come together. I mean, and this is what we need. We could, you know, the healthcare system has traditionally just been this kind of really horrible blank experience, which is just not friendly.
Yeah, probably with like efficiency at its core or something like that. Aesthetics has yet to kind of come round into the medical world and stuff.
Oh, I mean, you know, even if you look at a basic level, how things like colors and sound and music can make you feel better. You know, how if the interaction is meeting your needs at that time, if you're feeling like overwhelmed or you're feeling stressed out, you don't want an interaction or an interface that's, you know, overwhelming with all these different options, right?
Yeah.
So we really need to look at what people are going through at that time, what's going to help them, and what's going to help them feel better, less isolated. I mean, these are all parts of the human condition.
Absolutely.
That we can improve through design and spirituality and just empathy in general, which has really, I think, been missing from the healthcare system.
Yeah, design is definitely experiencing a renaissance in general. You know, it has kind of been moved from a craft into a high art, you know. And then here in the medical industry specifically, we're at like a really unique time. So the cost of devices to monitor your, you know, health effects have dropped almost nothing, which means you can put them in people's hands, which means what should they look like and they feel like, and what do I want to do with the data and stuff. And so it's like these tools of design and aesthetics that previously have been left outside the hospital, outside the doctor's office, in the sake of cleanliness or efficiency or all these other standards which kept up higher than aesthetics. Now the whole world is being open up to that, and you're playing a role in helping out here with that.
Yeah, I think it's just getting, you know, smart thinkers who are just really thinking about who's using this stuff. And I mean, we're all users of it. We all end up in the medical system at some point, or someone that we love is in the medical system. And as soon as you have that kind of interaction, I know for me, you know, when my grandmother went into the hospital system, it was kind of shocking. I mean, the nurses had a binder of paper that was this thick.
Absolutely.
You know, and the rest of us are all in these smartphones. I'm scheduling my calendar like on the cloud, and I'm doing all this amazing things. And, you know, here's someone who's looking after someone's life is expected to look through a ream of paper like this. Like, so it's a little bit mind-blowing to think, you know, of how much improvements and how much design thinking can really influence what's happening in that system overall. And all these new apps that we're seeing, I mean, it's really about putting people first, because sometimes the danger can be if we have engineering thinking, you know, that comes in and takes over, or if we have sort of the medical profession thinking, then we just have a lot of people who are just
anonymized
really,
data, sterile rooms,
and
arm's length.
And, I mean, sad, and we have to think about people, this is their mental state, and if we can improve their mental state and improve their sense of well-being and feeling supported, they're going to live longer, right? So this is all tied into the health system, right?
Totally.
So design and tech coming together.
It's been a great event, and your fingerprints are all over it. I love your work, and you've got a great spirit.
Thank
Sara
you.
is OG. I've known this girl for like almost a decade in Vancouver's design community, and she just keeps turning up in all the coolest spots. So anyway, Sara Bailey, KK, signing off from Interface 2014 in Vancouver. Over and out, Internet.